guess I'm repping Hamilton today. Oh, hang on. Spooky month. This video is going to be a little different. Mainly because it's me talking to a camera for like an extended period of time instead of a heavily edited like piece like the others on my channel are. So I've got a couple reasons for making this. First and foremost is that I kind of want to document the beginnings of my pin collection, and then at the end of my annual pass we'll see how big it grows, because it's inevitable that I'm gonna get more into pins, Disney pins. So this is like a benchmark almost, like here's where I started, here's the beginnings of my pin collection. I've seen other like pin collectors on YouTube, and they've got huge collections, like, oh, that's the goal. My wallet hates me for thinking that's the goal, but it's so cool to see those big boards with all the pins on them, and they know what everyone is. Oh, like complete collections. Oh, it's so cool. So mine is a little pathetic in comparison. I got my annual pass in March, and then I went like thrice, and then everything shut down because of the COVID rules and everything. My pass now expires like next August-ish, so it's about the beginnings of when my pass would be active if COVID didn't happen. Secondly, another reason for making this is that I am very lonely. And I don't have many people to talk to. Even if I had people to talk to, I don't know how many of them would sit down for like 10, 15, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I don't know how many of them would let me talk about pins just for way too long. Whatever length this video is going to be, it's too long. So I decided that I'm going to talk to someone who has no choice, my camera. Doesn't have a choice but to listen to me chat about pins. So here I am. I'll try to keep this short. I tried filming this already, but the first section took 30 minutes, and I don't think people are going to sit down for 30 minutes and listen to me talk about something very arbitrary, something that many people won't care about. So I'll try to keep it brief. So how I've organized this is I've got my pin collection, I've got my Mulan collection, which is on this backpack right now. So I'm going to do this one, and then we'll move to the backpack. But for now, I do have some loose pins I have set out right now, and we're going to go through them. I've got the 4 parks, and then I've got miscellaneous. So first up is Magic Kingdom. I've only got 2 for Magic Kingdom, and it's this Space Mountain one, and this cute candy corn castle. I'm in love with this little castle. I adore it. I saw it when it first came out, alongside like other Halloween pins that are super cute. But this one is it's just adorable. I just love it. I kept passing by it in shops, like thinking, oh, I don't need that, I don't need it. Like that SpongeBob scene. That's me with this pin. And I eventually got it, and I'm so happy I did it. It is adorable. It's probably one of my favorite ones in my collection. Alright, on to Animal Kingdom. I've only got 2 pins from Animal Kingdom as well. I've got this dinosaur pin with the Fantastic Four. I'm not such a big fan of... Or is it 5? I don't remember. I don't know what they're called. I think they're called the Fantastic 5. But they're right there in the dinosaur car getting chased by BB right here, Carnotaurus. I'm not such a big fan of the Fantastic Five. My favorite's Donald, and he's not even on this pin. I'm a little upset, but it is the only dinosaur pin I could find. So I got it, this dinosaur pin, and then I traded for this dinosaur pin, which is the Carnotaurus. It's a hidden Mickey. I'm pretty sure it's fake. That's okay. I'll keep fake pins in my collection if I like them, or if they have some kind of sentimental value to them. Otherwise, I try to get real ones, but it is hard to tell, especially now. Okay, next is Epcot. I've got a few. I've got 4. Here's Mission Space. This one has a little spaceship. He goes around. And then Soarin'. I got that one. These are mostly attraction pins because when I first went to Disney, back in August of last year, I decided that I was gonna get pins of every ride that I enjoyed, which was ultimately very expensive, but it did jumpstart my pin collection. So I've got a few from there, and I've got some new ones as well. Here are my 2 test track ones. This one's lenticular, I think that's the word. Actually, no. I'm sure when I edit this, I'm gonna correct myself. Lenticular test track pin, and this big one that I found recently. Not recently, last month. So, my 2 test tracks. I really like test tracks, so that's why I have 2, and other ones don't really have to. I'm gonna eat my words now because here's Hollywood Studios, and to start off with, I've got 2 Runaway Railway ones. This one I bought on accident because I was really excited about going opening day, but I didn't know how opening day merchandise worked. So I got this. I thought it was opening day merch. It is not. It's an open edition. It's cute anyway. And then when I finally found out how to get opening day merchandise, I actually got a pass holder exclusive opening day Runaway Railway pin that I really enjoy. So I do have 2 from Runaway. My other Hollywood Studios ones, I don't have any from Galaxy's Edge, which is a little bizarre. But back when I went in April, it wasn't open, so these are from there. I've got Rock and Roller Coaster. I've got Slinky Dog. I'm trying to hold these right. I'm sure I'm gonna cut away to better footage, but Slinky Dog and my Hollywood Tower Hotel key. It is a pin. It's got a little tassel. I love the little tassel. This is probably my favorite pin from that trip. Probably my favorite attraction pin I have aside from the Runaway Railway exclusive one. So that's all of my parks that I have. Now onto my miscellaneous. I have quite a few miscellaneous, but I'll skate through them real quick. When I first started trading, I got a cruise line pack of the Disney mascots. If I run across those packs and I get them, I always keep Donald. So there he is. I don't go out of my way for Donald, but he is my favorite, so I did keep him from my cruise line pack. And then when my friend saw me trading, and she wanted to join in the fun, she gave me the Donald from hers as well. I traded for that. So there are my 2 little boys. I got a couple from Blind Bags. This one is not Blind Bag. I bought this one. It's really hard to see on camera. I'm hoping I'm gonna get a better shot of it later. But I have Scrooge McDuck. It's a coin. I really like Scrooge, so I'm a sucker for the ducks, I guess. This is my first pin I ever traded for. I got it in Disney Springs. I saw the Puffles on all the cast member lanyards and stuff, and I tried to look for the blue one, and I found it. I am 99% sure it's fake. It looks good on camera, the color looks fine, but in real life, it is a very dark teal, so not very true to the original, so I think it's fake, but it is my first pin I ever traded for, so I can't quite get rid of it. And here are a couple more, I'll show you. I've got this Jose. I've been told he is an Imagineer in this pin, and I think he's super cute. I tried looking for the other 2, Donald and the red one. Sorry. But it turns out that these were given out quite a few years ago. Is it quite a few? I can't read the year on that. These were given out to guests of, I forget what hotel it was, but basically, I was very lucky to find him. I'm not gonna be so lucky with the other 2, I think. But you know, if I come across them, they can chill with Jose in my collection. And then I I think this is the last one I'll show, but this is my most recent one I traded for, and it's Maui. I think he's fighting an eel or a sea serpent or something. But I absolutely love the style of it. What I'm hunting right now is these Maui pins. I really like them, and I think I want to complete the collection, so I'm going to be looking out for these guys. But for the time being, this is the only one I have. So, those are all my pins I have here. I'm gonna go get my Mulan bag and show you those. Alright. Alright, so first things first. This is my Mulan pin bag. I got it from Box Lunch. This is where my Mulan collection lives. This is the bag I take with me to the parks. And yes, I'm very paranoid about losing the pins, but so far, I have not lost any. And I attribute that to the locking pin decks I have on them. But anyway, I won't go through all of them because most of these stories are going to be, oh, I bought it. But a few highlights is this one was, I think, my very first Mulan pin I got. And it isn't even this one. I actually got this, another one of this design, and then I wore it to Magic Kingdom once, and then it fell off my jacket, which is when I decided that I would not wear pins unless I have a locking back on them. So I lost it, and then my very, very good friend got me this one to replace it, so it is my favorite of my Mulan collection, and I think it's kind of like the centerpiece, not really centerpiece. These two draw the most attention, but this one's my favorite. I love the colors, I love that it's Mushu and Cricky, because Cricky doesn't get enough attention. I have these two pins of Cricky, but they're kind of hard to get, and they're in a set. But I do adore this pin. This Little Brother pin is another one of my favorites, mostly because Little Brother gets so little attention, but he came with the bag, and I'm very happy he did, because look, he's just chilling, dude. He's just vibing, and I absolutely adore Little Brother. He's such a cute little design. So there he is, and then last one I'll talk about, I gotta choose. I guess this one. So this is a chaser of one of the Hidden Mickey sets from quite a few years ago, and like, the day before I got it, I had just learned about it, and I was like, oh, there's more Mulan, but I got a trade for him, so that's actually how I got into pin trading, is I wanted Mulan pins. I learned about it, I told my friend about it, my friend said, oh, that's from quite a few years ago, it'll be rare to get them, it'll be rare to find them, and then she found this at Hollywood Studios for me, so we're pretty sure it's fake. But shh. It's okay. It stays on the collection. That's my bag collection, and then, if you'll notice, there's not much room for too much more on it, so there's my pin wallet. It matches the bag. It's got Cricky. Right there. There he is. So this is my pin wallet, that I got because I ran out of room. So I'm slowly filling this up. It came with this little Cricky. These poor little antennae are so, like, cut off, but that's okay. So I've got a Cricky in here. I've got this super cool limited edition Mushu trading card thing. And then finally, I have my newest Mulan pin is this soda can. I got it from a blind bag. Pretty much the only reason I get blind bags now is if they have a Mulan variant. I've been very lucky in getting the Mulan variants on the first pull every time. But the Mushu Mash is super cute. It says, Ancestor Original. I can't read what the little medal says, but on the bottom it says it's 19.98 ounces, and Mulan came out in 1998, so I think that's really cool. If you couldn't tell, I like Mulan a lot. Oh, but, one more Mulan pin, it lives behind my computer, is this, which is from the Disney Castle collection. It's huge, look at it. Oh my god. so it opens up, and then it has the interior of the castle in it. I quite love this pin. I also have the castle, which is behind my computer, and I don't feel like getting it, but you can see the box right there, actually. But this does not go on the bag, unfortunately. It is too big, first of all, and then secondly, if I lost this, I would be so upset. So it lives in my room forever. So there we go. That's my Disney pin collection. That is all the pins I have right now. I don't know how many that is. I'm sure I'll put here. This is how many pins I have. And it is October 12th, 2020. I hope if you watched this, you enjoyed listening to me ramble about my pins. I surely enjoyed talking, so that's all. I'll see you at the end of my annual pass, I guess, for another pin update. So until then.